Welcome back to Regular Guys Outdoors. I'm Chris. This is my Missouri bow hunt for 2017. Jeff and Eric were supposed to meet me there, but Eric had to work and Jeff didn't shoot a bear, so he stayed in Wisconsin. So I'm out here solo. I'm still pretty excited about being here. I've been thinking about going to this one particular stand all year long. I head out, I come into town, I check in. Here we are again. Welcome note. Here we go. I've never shot anything with a compound bow, so I've been practicing a bit at the end of summer here, early fall, and I got pretty comfortable out to 30 yards, so I kind of set that as my max range. First night in, I went in and found these tracks, so I thought, man, we're good to go. I went out to the stand, and wouldn't you know it, somebody apparently needed the steps more than we did because they were gone. I couldn't get up. And that kind of ruined that night. I had to go find a place that was open nearby and bought another couple chunks of the strap-on steps. So next morning I didn't hunt. About 10 o'clock I went out. Got to get this stand set up on the sticks that we put up in the spring. I got to bring these out because somebody decided to steal the screw-in steps that were in this tree long before we took the lease. Oh, got this stand all in. Got his little accessories, bow hanger, little hanger for your gear, bow and gun rope. After I got all that set up, I grabbed the steps and I was heading out toward that stand when I see this little buck in the field. And he doesn't notice me right off the bat, so I just start filming him and just give him a look. Of course, I don't have my bow. He's probably 30 yards, 35 yards from me, just doing his thing. Finally, he runs off, and I go put up the sticks on that stand. So that night, I skipped the stolen step stand, even though I could get into it now, and I went into the stand I just put up. I set up two cameras, and here's camera one's view, and this tree is the common denominator also in camera two's view. Wasn't long before these couple of raccoons come by and then a straggler right behind them. So 3 little baby raccoons. Just after sunset, I see a deer tail flicker off to my left, and it's about 70-75 yards over there. So I use that time to go ahead and just get my bow down, get the cameras on, and just wait. And I lost track of it, and it wasn't long before it was right underneath of me. It took me 2 or 3 tries to get hooked up to the bow because I was a little nervous and shaky. I came to full draw and I got her to stop. Meh. From the other camera. Meh. And here it is with both cameras together as best I could get them. Meh. I just popped the doe right down there. I can hear her about 40-50 yards right over here. I'm going to give it a few minutes up here, and then I'm going to go down
It took me a little while to find the arrow. It finished coming out as she kind of stumbled through the brush here.
There it is. Look at that. Just covered in blood. Just exactly what you want to see. About pulled the knockout.
The blade on the broadhead got scuffed up because it hit the humerus bone.
There we go. I often like to make a mark where the last bit of blood was, so we'll just make a clearing right there. Put a little stick in the ground just to show, hey, this is the spot. See that I make a little noticeable spot where the last bit of blood was. She went back in there. I just want to track and make sure I'm on the right direction. It's a little bit thick back in there. This tilled up dirt is all fresh, and I believe that's all her. I gotta decipher. Oh, geez, look at that. Well, I don't have to decipher which way she turned. That's for sure. Look at that. I want to stay on this blood trail because I'd hate for her to take a turn and slide up under a bunch of cover, and then me just stomp around all night looking for her. Well, I'll just keep slowly following this blood trail. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, she stopped right there for a little while. Look at all that. Because she kind of came back toward the stand. I could hear her back here. And so now we're kind of turning that way, so I sure would like to find her here soon. Oh, there she is. Right there. Yes, sir. Yep, I can tell by her eye. Yep. That's my first deer with a compound bow. Right there. Alright. Got me a doe. And if I can just maybe drag her right through here, I'll have an easy drag. I'll probably gut her right over there. And awesome. Awesome. She's nice and healthy. Alright, big girl. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna have to put you guys away for a minute here so I can drag her out. I don't know if I'll go uphill or just right over here, but I'll turn you guys off. I appreciate you joining me here tonight, and I'm gonna get her out of here and cleaned up. I got ice. I got 40 pounds of ice in the coolers in the truck. I'm good to go. My first deer with a compound bow. Got her just a little lower than maybe I would have wanted to, but she didn't go far at all. Maybe 50 yards. And the work began after that, that's for sure. It is really humid. My eyes are stinging from sweat and mosquitoes are working me over.
Welcome to the Missouri Department of Conservation Telecheck line. What will you be checking? A deer or a turkey?
Deer.
Deer Telecheck. Just speak naturally.
That's the train that comes by about every 10 minutes. Nice back strap. Back strap number 2. Well, I got her all in the coolers. This has the 2 shoulders because they're really bloody, so I'll keep those separate. This has the 2 thighs, rear thighs, the back straps, the sweet meat, and some chunks of other stuff I got off for grind or stew meat. Just kind of picking a little extra meat off the carcass. That happened really fast. I first saw her about 70 yards over there. There's a water hole, and I lost sight of her for a minute or two, so I was about to stand up and see if I could find her again, when all of a sudden I realized she's right there. So I gave her the hooked up, finally got my release on real quick. I was kind of nervous, and gave her the meh. She stopped, got her right at about 24 yards or so. A little bit low on my shot, but hey, I'll take it. She did not go but 60 or 70 yards. Gave me a blood trail that was usable, so can't complain with that. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and that's going to wrap me up out here in Missouri. Here's last year's hunts in Missouri here, and give us a subscribe. We'd appreciate it.